Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. So you've got one of the greatest, most famous actors from the 1980s and 90s, and you have one of the most beloved, desired, favorite genres of the year, Christmas films. You put the two together, and what would you expect besides a horrible, horrific outcome that goes beyond explanation? This is the movie called Fatman. Not Batman. No, Fatman. And in it, the grizzled old Mel Gibson, who was at one time the road warrior, and this actress on his left, I don't know her name, is his wife in the movie. This is what the film depicts as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Doesn't she just ring perfect to Mrs. Claus? Isn't this the image we've all pictured and been shown our whole life? A balding old black woman is Mrs. Claus, and Santa is the grizzled old terrifying scary Mel Gibson. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, so here's how it comes down. This movie is, if you've seen Uncle Buck, no, wrong one, Dutch. If you've seen Dutch, that wonderful Thanksgiving movie, this one is like it in the sense that the kid who stars in this is rich and precocious without the acting chops that the kid in Dutch had. Dutch is a very underrated movie. And in this one, it's just so bad. You've got the main plot line with the kid who hates Santa, wants him dead, and does it vigorously, but in this most childlike little kid style movie, like Dutch without the chops, or like Santa Conquers the Martians. I mean, it's really that simple and that stupid. And then you have on the other side of the ledger, you have a Quentin Tarantino style movie with blood and guts and an enormous amount of death, mostly caused from Santa and this hitman that the little kid has hired. So it's way too dumb for adults, and it's way too gory for children. And it's a horrible train wreck. Now, some people go, oh, this is cool. This is a really great dark comedy. I like dark comedies if they work. This doesn't work at any level. Mel's up there just like, I'm going to get my paycheck, and I'm going to act grumpy, and I've been doing it ever since they let me back into Hollywood. It really is all he's done since he came back into Hollywood that I can recall, and I've tried to see all of his movies. Even the one with the madman, with the one with Sean Penn. Woo, seeing those two guys together, whew, that's scary. And what's even worse is like Sean Penn looks older than Mel Gibson, and it's like, yeah, that's not even close to the case. But anyway, this movie's just terrible. It's just really, really bad. I remember going to the movies to see Toys with Robin Williams, with all the trailers pitching it to be like the new Willy Wonka. And then you get there and it's like, it's this horrible war movie. And I've watched it a couple of times in the last few years because I love the soundtrack. But the movie, it just never gets good. It doesn't. You can take the incredible... Okay, I'm doing a review on the wrong movie. Back to this movie. Ooh, and yuck. Do I recommend it? Only if Krampus isn't available. If Krampus isn't available and you want to really suffer through a hideous piece of garbage movie, I really shouldn't say that about Krampus. Krampus was weird, but it wasn't bad. It was just weird. This one, no, this is just bad. And I know there's going to be people that's like, no, this movie's awesome. It's like, no, it's not. Nope, it's not. Way too stupid for grown-ups and way too gory for kids. That's a terrible mix. And that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future.